Although it's not part of the Georgia Traverse, we decided to start our adventure at Whitewater Falls. It's a nice little waterfall right off the main road, and about 15 minutes northeast from the entrance to the Georgia Traverse. The Dirty Bunch loves waterfalls, so this was a great way for us to get started. There's a short walk from the parking lot to an observation deck. If you're feeling adventurous, you can take the stairs to a lower deck where you can get an even better look at the falls. We entered the Georgia Traverse from the east onto Burles Ford Road. It was already getting dark, so we immediately turned our attention to finding a campsite. Before we had left home, we had scouted out several potential campsites near the trailhead. We didn't want to be setting up in the dark, and we were getting pretty nervous because the sun was going down fast. We were banking on one of these sites being big enough to handle the entire group. The first several sites were full, but the last one was wide open, and thankfully, it was just big enough to get us all in. The entrance was tight and required some negotiating, but we got everyone in, and then we quickly got to work setting up camp. Very secluded spot here, which is fantastic. Here's a road that came in, but it's blocked off by rocks, so we can't really get in. We had to hike it. We could drive down here, so that's what we've done. This is where we've set up camp. Wonderful moon tonight. But yeah, look at the size of these rocks. They intentionally put these here to keep you from driving through. We drove up where we could here. And there's the source of our sound, our running water for the night. This nice little small creek. And we managed to get a campground right next to it. There's a second small creek down here that runs in. Yeah, this is a good example of how the maps are a little different. You can see the white here is the main road, the yellow are the waypoints, but even here the blue one, that's where we've been riding. And you see we come off of the white trail there at times. It's just one of those things you've got to get used to when you're using this software, I guess. Okay, our first full day on the Georgia Traverse. Got in late last night, set up camp. Got up this morning, had some breakfast, got on the trail. Admittedly, we got started late with the canopy being so high and everything that the sun coming through just didn't really wake us up like it normally did, or normally does. So we didn't get rolling this morning until about 10:45. And we've been on the trail now for an hour and a half. We're a little over 10 miles in. Some of the trail so far has been steep and a little bumpy, so we've not really been in any hurry. We want to get photos and videos as well. So we're taking our time. Glad to see that we made it at the right time of the year where the leaves are starting to turn. The weather's been fantastic. Right now it's about 75 out in the sun, but we're in the canopy, so 63. It's a low 60s. What did you say, 63 you said?
63, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. And so we're just enjoying the cruise, taking our time coming through and just enjoying God's creation.
of Georgia Traverse. What do you think about the trail so far?
I love it. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad we're doing it. I could not wait to get back to North Georgia. The country is just amazing. The colors are beautiful. The leaves are falling. The temperature is perfect. And we've got our Dirty Bunch crew that I love being with. So it's an awesome trip. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And we've got a new couple with us that has been in our club but not been on a trip with us. So they're having a good time, and that's what it's all about. It's just disconnecting and slowing down and enjoying each other's company, enjoying nature, good food, and good drinks, and lots of laughs around the campfire at night. So couldn't ask for a better time.
So when we finally got on the trail last night, we started looking for a campsite. Tell us about that experience, how we found it and everything.
Well, we kind of knew about where we wanted to go and camp because we had seen on some other videos that there was, you know, a big spot where we could kind of circle the wagons around the campfire and would be big enough for all of us to fit in there. And the ones that we came across were already full of people, so we took a little side road once we did that little river, tiny little river crossing, and lo and behold, there was a whole bunch of spots back there, and one big enough that most all of us could fit down into, and it was great. And we were right by the stream, which we got to listen to run all night. We couldn't really see it, but we could hear it. We knew we were close to it, but this morning when we got up, we could see it, and it was just beautiful, and it was the perfect spot. And we didn't even know that little hidey hole was back in there. It's just we were like, hey, let's see if there's something back there, and sure enough there was. So we marked it and labeled it and took pictures and posted it on Gaia. So hopefully that'll be beneficial to anybody else that comes out here with, you know, a group of, you know, 3 or 4 people, 3 or 4 vehicles anyway.
As the sun went down on our first full day, we found ourselves scrambling to find a campsite. And after rejecting a few roadside spots, we eventually stopped at the Raven Cliffs Trailhead, which offered a ton of great campsites. The trick was finding one that would fit 6 Jeeps. The first dozen sites were either occupied or too small. And as darkness was now upon us, we started to worry. But then we found our spot. A little tight, but big enough for us to all squeeze in.
Well, hello.
What are you doing?
So you got internet service here?
I got, yeah, a little. I have 1 bar, and the text went, but the pictures won't go through.
One more. Okay.
Cool.
We get gas here for $3.19. That's about what we've been paying. About somewhere in that area, give or take 10 cents. But that's a whole lot cheaper than the $4.49 that we averaged on the train trip that we took just a few months ago. All right, here's Jose's setup. Nicer roof tent. He's got the same one as Pete. Johnny is over here along with Paul, and they've both put up tents.
Have you seen those houses though? Yeah, yeah. You need to get one that have something bigger than that. The campsites in it, and then just let people do the same thing.
Nelson's Mac Daddy setup. Love this light. And then of course ours, we sleep in the Jeep.
I could have nothing with ya. I can't do nothing with ya.
That's just for us, man.
I can't do nothing with ya. I can't do nothing with ya.
I love the trip. I'm loving the campsites, especially the first one. The first one was my best one, but it's really big here and I'm excited. And being that it's our last night, it's like, oh, I don't want it to end. Especially since, you know, work has been so hectic with the hurricane and everything. This was much needed. Much needed. I love everything about it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good. Nice roads, you know. Trail was awesome. Wish we could have found that river, just because why not? You know, you see something on a video, you want to hit it. So yeah, no, everything's good. It's been fun. I've had a lot of good time with my daughter. And
What do you think of the trip?
Awesome. My first won't be the last. Promise. If you guys invite me, right? I'll be there. Thank you.
What do you think, Johnny?
I think the scenery was awesome. Like always, it's awesome, awesome.
Colors.
The colors, oh my god, the colors. Easy trails, not hard. It's dusty, but it wasn't too bad. I can't complain. And just enjoying it. Look at this campsite we got now. Amazing. We're all fit. And can't complain. Comfortably, yes.
Yeah.
Cannot complain.
Think about the trip.
It's been great.
What'd you
love it? Just being off road, just not being on the normal
Yeah.
streets all the time. Just no plans. Just we're going that way, and we'll stop wherever we stop. And I'm completely cool with that because we all live organized lives. Damn it! Every once in a while we need a little disorganization.
Yeah.
A really cold beer.
I can take the beer now.
You want beer?
Yeah, I want the beer now.
I loved it. It was beautiful. It wasn't like a very strict itinerary. We got to go and do everything kind of on the fly and just see where we all landed. Awesome bunch of people, and I hope I'm invited to everyone that we do going forward.
Wonderful. I really like it. It's been easy and it's been having time with everyone. It's I really like it. I enjoy it a lot. You know, so I'm looking forward to the next one, you know. I'm trying to see if I find some mud or something to play, you know. I'm a little bad guy with that thing, you know, so I just have to enjoy it with the build too, you know. But I really like it. Really like it.
I have enjoyed it. It's my first time, and I will come again. I have enjoyed it.
Good, good.
You know what? This has been the best trip I have ever been on. Pete, he works for me, and he's part of the group as well as I am. And he's been talking about the trip for several weeks, and I got the bug. And as soon as I got the bug, I went out and got the tent and just did everything I could to prepare for it. So this has been a phenomenal trip. So thank you very much for putting it together. You guys were awesome.